We're moving on to our next challenge, our next goal, and that is tackling this physical TBR. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna and this is 4 Paws in a Book. I make bookish videos over here on my little corner of the internet, so if it's something you're interested in, make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below. Today, I am indeed tackling my physical TBR with a reading vlog. It's fine. Back in January, I did a video where I literally listed all 250 plus books that I own. It's grown since then. I think we're up to like closer to 300 at this point. So we are moving in the wrong direction. A polycon really hurt and Steamy Lit is not going to be any better. So I randomized the comments on that video and pulled 10 titles and I put them on a spinner wheel. And that's how we're going to decide the next 3 to 4 books, depending on how long this vlog ends up taking, and how fast I read. That's all the introduction that I really need. Let's go pick a book. All right, spinner wheel, I've missed you picking my books and deciding my fate. Knocked over Loki. Okay, The Archive Undying. Okay, this works perfectly. I am going to film this pretty quickly because my camera is overheating. I've been doing a bunch of vlog clips for a bunch of different things. And, but yeah, The Archive Undying. This is actually a book that I wanted to read during Amazing Readathon, so this kind of works. It's definitely on the top of my radar. It is a sci-fi with AI. When an AI dies, its city dies with it. When a city falls, it leaves its corpse behind. When that corpse runs off, only devotion can bring it back. Sounds really interesting. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard some people really liked it, some people really didn't. So we will see. I do know that it has queer representation and the author was queer, which is why I wanted to read it during Amazing Readathon. Didn't quite get to it, but we're gonna read it now. Hello everybody, it's been a couple days since I have checked in with you because I was trying to finish up my collab video with a bunch of people where I was reading Nicole's books. So I've been trying to like juggle both of them. However, I have an update for you. I made it about 70 pages into The Archive Undying and I am gonna DNF it. I was looking at some reviews and like, first off, nobody is like screaming from the rooftops about this book. I don't know, like it's like there's so much sex in this book and like not smut. There's so much discussion of sex in such a casual, like it feels dude bro, but it's not dude bro because it's a female author. I don't know, but like,
is everybody's car just gonna be stupidly loud today?
I'm not loving it. So we're gonna do another spin and we're just gonna find a new book because that's the whole point, is like taking books off of my physical TBR. I traded out The Archive Undying for One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake. That was the next random comment. And let's just see what we get. A Taste of Golden Iron. Okay. This kind of works because I am in a romantasy mood right now. Like I have been craving some good romantasy. And so this is A Taste of Golden Iron. I actually purchased this last year because I was going to use it for the Queer Norm Society for our fantasy, and I didn't get to it. Like there was a Spiffbo book that worked for it. This is about Cadu, the shy prince of Arest, finds himself at odds with one of the most powerful ambassadors at the court, the body father of the queen's new child, in an altercation that results in his humiliation. To prove his loyalty to the queen, his sister, Cadu takes responsibility for the investigation of a break-in at one of their guilds with the help of a newly appointed bodyguard, the coldly handsome Evamir, who seems to tolerate him at his best. Oh, it's a bodyguard romance. That's good to know. Okay, I'm not gonna read on it. We're just gonna go into it and see what we think. It is long, about 500 pages. So I don't know how much reading we're gonna get done, but we're gonna try. So here we go. Hello, happy Sunday. Family has left, so things should be getting back to normal for a little bit. And I thought I would touch base with you. I am getting ready to film my unhaul and I think a couple of other things. I don't really know. I don't need to film that much this weekend, mostly because Derek's gonna be out of town this week, and so I can film in the evenings without interrupting evening life. Normally I try to film all of my stuff on the weekends, but just like take a few hours on a Saturday or Sunday and just kind of knock everything out for the week, and then I can edit as I go. But I don't think I need to do that. Oh, I also need to film some stuff for Pick-Pongathon. I'm gonna do we're gonna do some bonus throws. So that'll be fun. I need to prep for that too. So film the unhaul and then do the Pick-Pong throws, and Derek's gonna do that too, so it'll be really fun. Let's chat because I am 55% of the way through A Taste of Golden Iron. I'm gonna go with my AirPod away. I don't need this. I have conflicting feelings about this because at the beginning I thought it was so slow. There's a lot of world building, setting up. There's just a lot going on, but no. I don't know. I felt that like I was being talked at instead of talked to. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I just wasn't connecting with the story. Also, the chapters are super, super long. Like an hour and a half on the audiobook. So maybe that's why it's getting like it's harder to connect. I don't know. But we're at the 50% mark now, and I feel like in the last like 10% mark, I've really started to enjoy it. I like the characters. It follows that buzzword of mine that where like the characters have issues and they're not, you know, they're not your perfect stereotypical character, but they're still being, I don't know, like badass. They're still like slaying monsters and fighting revolutions and stuff like that. And I like that. And so once that kind of got introduced, then I was like, okay, I'm here for this. I like that. I can get behind this character. So that's where we're at the 55% mark. There's still like a lot going on, and I think that it's not being explained super well. But I love the queer norm society. I love the idea of like, there's like this one scene where they were just having this conversation and they're like, well, would you marry a woman? And he's like, well, I mean, I would if I had to, but I would rather, you know, marry her brother, which I just thought was funny. Okay, can't talk while I'm doing this. And we're back. Okay, that's where we're at. Could I finish this today? Potentially, but it is a long book. And I don't know, but like definitely by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning I will be back in the office. It will be life as normal. But then Derek's out of town Tuesday through Thursday. And so I'll have, I don't know, like I feel like I'll have more reading time, but also who knows. But I'm also going back to sprints next week. That's what I got right now. That's all I got. I'm gonna go finish up, get ready to film the unhaul. I have already posted everything on Pango. I did that yesterday. So I don't have like that part to do because that part took a long time. And then I think maybe this upcoming week, maybe one of the days that I'm home alone, I'm gonna go to a couple of little free libraries and drop off a couple of the books that I just don't want to go to Pango. But there's several in my neighborhood, there's 2 in my neighborhood and then a few more around. So, yeah, okay. I will.
What do you like about this girl? I mean, there's like a lot of things. I'd probably start with.
I like the way she smiles. She got me staring for a while. Got me staring for a while. Yeah, yeah. Baby, it's our conversation. She's my favorite notification. She knows how to dress for special occasions. She got me thinking life could be better. These songs start to feel like love letters. I should tell her now, would I ever? It is what it is, man, whatever. Whatever, yeah, whatever. I'm telling you now, it's whatever.
Good morning. I finished A Taste of Gold and Iron. There we go. Last night. I am conflicted by this. I'm still conflicted by this because I love the characters and I love the concept of all of the world building and the politics and stuff like that. There's a lot of things in this book that should be a buzzword for me. But for some reason, I just never connected to the story. And I don't know if it's because there were too many like side characters or there was too much going on. For what we focused on, I don't know. I think I'm still gonna give it 3.5 stars. I liked it. I don't know, it may even be 4. I have to think on it. I finished it late last night, and so I didn't actually like put it through my spreadsheet. We'll have to see. But it's like between a 3.5 and a 4. So like I still recommend it. I don't know, I also wanted more banter. Because I feel like there was this like power dynamic between the two because it was a bodyguard and a prince. And like the prince basically had this bodyguard's like entire career planned out and like in a trajectory. And it was very rigid and it was like very much like, this is how you have to do things. And I don't know, there just felt like this weird power imbalance. I don't know. don't know. But anyways, I did spin last night before I went to bed, and I got Mr. Magic by Kirsten White. So we're definitely going to be switching gears here. We're going to be going with a horror, and I'm worried about this one because I really hated Hyde when I read it. Really hated it. And this is the same author, but I've heard good things about this book, like from people that I have pretty similar recommendations to. So in theory, I will like this one. I don't know. I have actually no idea what it's about. I think it's about like some sort of like TV show where they like end up coming back to the show. I don't know. We'll find out. We will find out. I don't have a ton to do at work today. I mean, like I have stuff like projects I can do, but I don't have any meetings, I don't think. Maybe one. So that's cool. Love that. And that means that I will be able to listen to this. It's an 11-hour audiobook. So if I try really hard, I can finish it today during like my work day. Will that happen? Don't know. But I would love to get this book and maybe one more in, because I've been doing 3 books per vlog this month. And like technically this is my 3rd, but I DNF'd the first one, so I'd kind of like to get one more in, but it's Tuesday, so I only have today and tomorrow left for this vlog. Hello, it's Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening. It's like 5:30. Let's chat. The lighting is not great. Oh well. Let's chat. I finished Mr. Magic by Kirsten White, and I am actually pleased to tell you that I really, really enjoyed it. I didn't finish it yesterday like I was hoping I would, because we had a slight emergency at one of our restaurants. So I ended up having to go into one of those stores because they had closed, and like the store closed because a car ran into it. Everybody was okay. Nobody in the dining room was hurt. The driver walked away from it. It's fine. But had to go deal with that. So didn't get as much reading done, but I did finish it today. Unfortunately, it's Wednesday. And I was like, I don't know if I can like read another book.
Hold on to that thought.
I gave this 4 stars. I do think that it dragged a little bit in like the end. I don't think it quite went as crazy as I was hoping it would go. But this book is about religious trauma, and it's about like Utah and cults and like coming out of Mormonism, which I didn't know Kirsten White was or is an ex-Mormon. In the author's note, she talked about how she got out of being in Mormonism, and I was like, life makes so much more sense, or at least this book makes more sense. I, however, had a problem with the fact that Bliss, Utah is not a real city, or at least not one that I could find, but anyone outside of Utah would not care. So, there's that. It's just funny because like they were talking about Cedar City and St. George, like in Moab, cities that do exist, and like as neighboring or like cities on the way, and then Bliss, which just doesn't exist. Like I looked on Google Maps, even in like the small towns, but it's very much a fundy, like it's a fundy book or an ex-fundy book, and like I had a good time with it. I don't think it ever did what it could have done. Like it could have gone a lot farther, but it was like a popcorn horror, almost thriller. But anyways, speaking of thrillers and what I want to do, because like I said, it's 5:30 on Wednesday night, and technically this vlog goes up tomorrow, but I wanted to get one more book in. My Prime books came in. I bought a couple of books on Prime last week and then just like did the delayed shipping because I didn't really need them right away, but they came in. Unfortunately, this one is really, really beat up, so I'm gonna probably return it. But I got Throne of the Fallen because I really want to read this, but like I don't know if it's gonna focus, but like look how beat up that corner is. So I'm gonna return this one. But I also got Never Lie by Frida McFadden, and this is a 7-hour audiobook, and I don't have anything else to do tonight, and I'm home alone again. So I think we're going to abandon the like spinner wheel and stuff like that and just read another Frida McFadden because it worked so well last week, and I want to read it again. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. I'm gonna play Sims. I ordered food. That's what we're gonna do. So I have one other vlog clip I need to film, and then my filming will be done. That's what we're gonna do. All right, cool. You're probably gonna hear fireworks because it's Pioneer Day here in Utah, which apparently is a second reason to shoot fireworks off in July. I don't know. It's it's a thing here. It's like our state holiday. I am 75% of the way through Never Lie. It's about 9:45 tonight. I am going to say I'm going to finish it just because I'm not going to fall asleep with fireworks. Plus, I need to take a shower, but I don't want to until the fireworks are over because the dogs are kind of stressed. So far, I'm not loving this one. I feel like it's very mid. I feel like the characters don't have a lot of difference between them. So I'm definitely, like, I'm not as hooked by it as I was with The Teacher or The Housemaid. So this is like, you know, a mid book for me. The concept I think is intriguing about like these two people that kind of live somewhat parallel lives that are kind of like almost displaced in time. They're not. I mean, it's like flashbacks and stuff, but like they're finding out about the other one. It like the concept is interesting, but I just wish that the two characters that were like the psychiatrist and then the wife, like I just wish they had a little bit more, like they just a little bit more nuance, I guess. That's my only thing is because I'm having to actually like focus and pay attention on like which POV we're in. And I don't know if that necessarily is the audiobook's fault or the book's fault. I don't know because it's the same narrator for both. So, but yeah, I'm playing, that was loud. I've just been playing The Sims. I'm going to call it a night now. It is, like I said, 9:45. I'm going to take a shower and start getting ready for bed. I need to fold some laundry, stuff like that. I am rather tired. And I have to go to work in the office tomorrow. Wednesdays I work from home, so I like yesterday I was able to stay up a little bit later. Tonight I am not. But yeah, I'm still gonna finish it tonight, so then we still get 3 books finished for this vlog. And also, you know, I'm bringing in a book that I didn't. Wow, that one was loud. I'll be bringing in a book and I won't be adding it to the Physical TBR, which, you know, is not exactly the point of this vlog, but it still works, okay? Okay, this is unnecessary. I'm gonna go. I see how it all connects now. Listen, Frida McFadden, she does something about those endings, and they're absolutely bonkers, and I'm here for it. But I will give you an update when it's not 11:30 because I'm gonna go to bed. Hello, I am slightly more coherent than I was last night. Not a lot, but slightly. I finished Never Lie last night, like 11:30, and I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I was actually kind of surprised by that logic and that like math when I put it into my spreadsheet, but I think the enjoyment factor of this will always like make it a little bit higher because I have a good time reading these books. They're bonkers and they're unrealistic and they make no sense, but like for some reason they're just really good. So 4 stars. I do think in terms of like my ranking of Frida's books at this point, it's gonna be like in the 3rd spot. Teacher would be number 1, then The Housemaid, then this one, and then The Locked Door I think is the one that I DNF'd. And it's always really interesting to see like how she ties everything together. I can't think of another thriller that I would compare this to, like in terms of like being a copycat, because like I know like she always gets kind of touted as like copying other books, but I really just think it's because they're tropey and they're popcorny. I do think that if you like Riley Sager's books, you'll like this one because his are also like super twisty, and like this felt like it could have been written by Riley Sager. So 4 books coming off of the TBR, while 3 coming off and then this one never going on. I think that's a win for a week. We are starting Scatagorathon. It starts today. You're probably not actually going to see this video until tomorrow at this point because it's Thursday afternoon. And I have Patreon sprints tonight, which means I can't upload a video and have sprints at the same time. So you're probably not actually getting this video until Friday. But that's going to do it for this vlog. If you want to see my previous challenges, I will put the last one up here. And if you want to join us for Scatagorathon, obviously it's not too late. That's going to go through the end of the month. It is available for all tiers on my Patreon and channel members. Everybody gets access to it. But that's it for me today. If you are new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little button you can do so down below the video. If you'd like to hang out with me more, the links to my Instagram, Goodreads, Twitter, and my Patreon are linked in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!